The NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
And the starting lineup for Miami. At the forward slots, it's Wiggins and Bam. Tyler Hero is out there with Powell. And it's Ware in at the center position. Now here's Adebayo. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Cashes in the 12-footer.
Yeah, he's more than just an interior scorer. Adebayo also has a nice jump shot that he will work in there from time to time.
Butler with the ball. Hounded by Wiggins. Fade away. The shot by Butler. No good. And it's Miami's ball. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
You see the reach of Porzingis. His length is what makes him a prime-time alley-oop threat.
Now here's Powell. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Hero from outside the arc. The shot comes out.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Green. And here's Porzingis. No good with the triple. Powell surveying the D. Pass to Adebayo. Warriors with the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Melton, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Butler. Count it.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
Outside Adebayo. Powell for three. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
Yeah, coaches love seeing Adebayo facilitating.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Fires the three. The rebound by Ware.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. Adebayo is screen on Green. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins from long range. No good on the shot. Warriors trail by 3. To the middle. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, Wiggins is a terrific defender, and he is so good at understanding when to go after a block.
Offensive rebound. Adebayo against Green. Adebayo, that's good.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Melton passes to Butler. To win the run, and it's Butler with the jam.
And there's Jimmy Butler later on in his career, but still showing you the athleticism.
Heat leading by 3. Powell with it. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Jacks up a 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Now here's Wiggins. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Here's Hero. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Melton passes to Curry. Shoots over Hero. That's good from Curry on the assist from Melton.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Powell outside. Curry against Hero. Back to Powell. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Where? Great positioning on the putback.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Warriors trail by 5. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Green. From deep, Melton. And that comes off the assist by Green.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Miami has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Wiggins against Butler. Adebayo, a screen on Butler. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's all tied up.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Here's Hero. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Green. Butler against Wiggins. Again, the Warriors score.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Melton. Miami also changing it up. Jaquez comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Norman Powell. Jaquez against Butler. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Five to shoot. To stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
The last game between these teams was so close, but ultimately their bench put them over the top.
But down the stretch, the fresher team often makes the plays. That's the value of depth.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Miami trailing. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Here's Curry following the three-point basket by Miami. Here's Butler. Mitchell grabs the miss.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Jaquez, the pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. Hero against Curry. Adebayo, a screen on Curry. Here's Hero. And the 18-footer right on the mark. And the Heat lead by 3.
Yeah, Tyler Hero always under control in the mid-range area of the floor.
Back to Butler. Horford, a screen on Jaquez. And it's Butler off the drive. Here's Horford. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. Hero outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Green.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Horford inside. Checked by Mitchell. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Pass to Adebayo. Over Green. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by Mitchell. Adebayo's got 6.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Curry passes to Moody. Green against Adebayo. Right side, Butler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Timeout.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And Jimmy Butler earning himself another whistle. He knows how to draw contact.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the Warriors. Porzingis comes in for Green, and Podziemski subbed in for Stephen Curry. Miami also changing it up. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Norman Powell subbed in for Hero. The first free throw is good. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Butler hits them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Pass to Jovic. It's Powell on the wing. Moody defends. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Jaquez, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Powell for three, gets the three ball to go. Powell's got 6.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass to Moody. Porzingis sets a screen. This one for 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. The Heat with the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Horford for 3.
Well, that's nice defense that time by Jaquez Jr., really making his presence felt.
Pass to Jovic. Now Powell, defended by Podziemski. Lets it go from deep. Jaquez no good. Warriors trail by 3. Now here's Payton. They kick it out to Porzingis. They get it again. Moody from outside. On target from range. And that ties it up.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Setting the floor for Miami. Davion Mitchell is out there with Powell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Jovic in at the center position. Now here's Podziemski. No made baskets yet. Horford, a screen on Powell. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Over to the wing. Down low. And that one's good. Jovic. Jovic has got his first basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Payton. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Horford, a screen on Powell. Here's Podziemski. Powell pulls it in. And for the Heat, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Jovic, oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jovic has got 4 points this quarter.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
The Warriors shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Outside Payton. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Heat. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Such a wide open look. Powell's got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Pajemski. Yet to see a basket. Payton finds Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Looking to win the run. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami leading by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Up top, Pajemski. Powell covers. Outside Moody. Porzingis sets a screen. Pulls it in from the elbow. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Heat have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, BA, part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Melton, he's checked in for Payton. And Miami with a change here too. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Larson. And he makes a first. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player, and the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Good on both. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Pajemski, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, this is one we've all been waiting for. 2 of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
He's off on the first. And the Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Tyler Hero's checked in for Miami. Good on the second one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wiggins outside. Pass to Jaquez. Powell against Melton. Clock at 6. Powell passes to Jovic. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Well, Tim, he possesses that classic European combination of size and skill. The 6'10 Serbian, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, the finesse game is there. Vision, shooting touch. But, Brian, he just needs a bit more physicality to really round out as a player.
Moody from outside. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Moody's got 6 points.
Yeah, great to see Butler sharing the basketball. Passes like that help develop team chemistry.
Powell outside. Jaquez with a screen on Melton. Powell for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Butler. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And let's not discount what he did from the line. He stopped the clock and gave his team a chance to set up their half-court defense.
So it's the Warriors now. 6-point game. Shot clock at 6. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. That miss makes him 3 for 7.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Powell outside. It's Jaquez on the wing. Butler covering. Pass to Jovic. Takes a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Horford finds Butler. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Miami leading by 4. Here's Powell. Melton covers. Powell outside. Pass to Jaquez. Lays it up and banks it in. That's 7 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
Here's Butler. Give him 8. Now Horford. Outside Butler. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Miami with a change here too. Adebayo's checked in. Melton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. For 3, Porzingis nails it from 3. Porzingis has got 12 points in the game.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Elbow shot on the way. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Powell. Powell's got 3 assists tonight. Warriors trail by 5. Now here's Melton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Adebayo with it. Bam on the take from downtown. The rebound by Moody. Golden State has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Powell against Melton. Outside Curry. The three ball. Another three for Golden State.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
The Heat have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Hero against Curry. From outside the arc. Out to Powell. There's the triple. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
The Warriors trailing. Pass to Porzingis. Moody on the wing. Curry against Hero. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
And I'm not sure Curry could make that shot early in his career. He has added some strength over the years.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
Post is checked in for the Warriors. Horford comes in for Moody. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Powell. Butler hits them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Hero outside. Over Curry. Hero, no good. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. Out left to the wing. The three from Curry. Curry splashing one down from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Heat trail by 5. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Seemed like a lopsided matchup, but credit to them for stepping up to the challenge and then closing the deal.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Porzingis is checked in for Post. And it's Draymond Green in for Horford. Bears checked in for Miami. Norm Powell comes in for Mitchell. And so here is Miami, trailing by 5. Outside Adebayo. A shot to stop the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
No good on that one.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
And he sinks the second.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Now here's Butler. He's got 10. Five on the clock. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
And I love the energy on defense. Wiggins working hard to come up with the block right there.
Hero for 3. Drops in the 3. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. To the inside. Here's Melton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Powell. He's got 14. Curry against Hero. Oh, Adebayo finishes off the lob.
And the way Adebayo gets off the floor, it almost looks effortless.
Here's Butler. Melton outside. On the wing, Curry. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Tyler Hero.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
First one falls for him.
You know, you just can't overstate Steph Curry's impact on the game. When you think about the global icons the NBA has seen, Steph Curry is right there with all of them.
And he makes both free throws. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Here's Curry. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Melton against Powell. Pass to Hero. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Hero's got 6 here in the quarter.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Curry passes to Butler. Shoots over Wiggins. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
"16 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
1 second left. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 20, and we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game, a lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. Their scorers do a great job of working off ball. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Heat trail by 5. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Porzingis with a screen on Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Melton. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Guys, back over to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie. Porzingis passes to Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Melton misses.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. Powell
against Curry. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Showing the strength. Adebayo.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Outside Butler. Shoots over Wiggins. The shot by Butler, no good.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
For 3. Wiggins for the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Warriors trail by 5. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. The Warriors, number 1. Second, the Heat.
Well, both of these teams really shine on the defensive end, especially when it comes to their shot blocking. So we could be in for a low-scoring game.
Melton finds Green. Now Curry. Green with a screen on Hero. Curry from deep three-point land. And the Warriors miss again.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
Adebayo against Curry. Powell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Here's Adebayo. Working inside, Adebayo.
And if you fail to block out Adebayo, he is going to find a way to hurt you.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Curry. The floater from deep, Melton. Adebayo grabs the board.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Wiggins. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
They're protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
The 3 from Curry. Curry just cooking it up from the corner.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Heat leading by 4. Hero outside. Powell sets a screen. Pass to Adebayo. Against contact. Adebayo just too strong.
They're really working the paint now.
And here's Porzingis. Here's Curry. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
Here's Hero. He's got 13. Powell outside. Back to Hero. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Curry with the take. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Well, you sometimes forget that Curry has one of the elite handles in the game. He can put any defender on skates.
Here's Powell. He's got 14. Hero outside. From deep. They get the rebound. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 21 points for Bam Adebayo.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Curry looking it over. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 9 rebounds now. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Wiggins outside. Outside Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Powell outside. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 4. Stolen by Hero. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And there's the lob. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start. And as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's a look at some stats for Stephen Curry.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Warriors trail by 6. Wiggins against Butler. Looking to get back on track. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Now here's Adebayo. No good from 11 feet. Butler against Wiggins. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Moody's checked in for Melton. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in for Wiggins. Porzingis finds Curry. Outside for Butler. Clock at 6. Green with a screen on Jaquez. Lets it fly. Butler can't get it to go.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. No lob. Porzingis with the flush.
Using his superb court vision, Green is able to routinely find his open teammate.
So it's Miami now. Outside Adebayo. Over Green. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Adebayo's got 25 points in the game. Warriors trail by 6. Butler surveying the floor. Powell against Curry. Puts up the 8-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, the purest jump shot this game has ever seen. Curry's touch, his release, just picture perfect.
Pass to Hero. There's the block. Outside Moody, down low. Here's Green. Adebayo with the rejection.
And that's what you can always count on from Bam. He is ready to turn away any chance at the rim.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
Free throws good, Adebayo. And both free throws good for Adebayo. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Crosses over. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Powell passes to Adebayo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Adebayo's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Porzingis. Green against Adebayo. Three-pointer. And Hero grabs the board.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Adebayo. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Well, they call him stay ready, Tim. Moses Moody has done just that and produced when his number was called.
Yeah, B.A., there's not a lot of flash to his game. It's mostly hustle and floor spacing. And with those long arms, he is a difference maker defensively.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Warriors make some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Green. Pajemski comes in for Butler. And Payton is subbed in for Curry. Miami also changing it up. Jovic, he's checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Adebayo. And Mitchell's subbed in for Tyler Hero. Here's Mitchell. Still no points. Oh, deflected. And here they come. Outside Payton. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Horford. Now here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Payton against Mitchell. This one for three. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Powell. 14 points for him. Pass to Jovic. Back to Powell. Here's Jovic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Jovic has got 9 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Payton against Mitchell. Payton up top. Horford outside. Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
And after adding 16 pounds of muscle during the 2019 offseason, Porzingis handles contact so much better. Great finish inside.
Up top, Powell. Defended by Pajemski. Pajemski grabs the board. For the lead. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds.
Moving the ball is so important to Coach Spo.
It helps make the offense run smoothly. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Tyler Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Jovic in at the 5, down low. That one drops. He ties it up.
If you want to talk about a high-value veteran, Al Horford is your guy. I mean, he's been around the block and has a ton of wisdom to share with younger guys.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Jaquez with a screen on Butler. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Hero outside. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Outside Butler. Shoots over Jaquez. Butler can't get it to go. Miami shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
Wow, that's just great defense, forcing that double clutch.
Back to Moody. From the right block, Horford can't hit. The Heat with the lead. Inside. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Outside Moody, pass to Melton, and here's Horford. Outside Moody, to the middle. Hero for three. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. That one's good from Melton on the assist from Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Hero looking around. They set the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Itakes on the wing.
And that is the tenacity that Butler always plays with. He takes defense personally.
It's stolen by Jaquez. Now here's Hero. Pass to Jovic. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in. Ware's checked in for Miami. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Allie, thank you. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Outside Butler. Tries to break his ice. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
That is smooth. Butler showing you excellent ball control to create that space.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Miami. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Hero. Moody defends. Kept alive. Where? It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Draymond Green.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Well, hustle points can really energize your team, and they also demoralize your opponent.
And here are the Warriors now. Butler passes to Horford. Right side Moody. Fires the three. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Pass to Mitchell. Hero outside. All by himself. Here's Moody. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Hero outside. Back to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Hero outside. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
Well, those are the instincts of a pure scorer. Tyler Hero is going to get to his number, whether it's from the field or from the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And looking so cool and confident out there. Tyler Hero has developed into an all-star caliber player who consistently rises to the occasion.
Porzingis has checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Butler. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Jovic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Mitchell. And he's good on the second.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Melton against Powell. The kick out. Curry sinks the tray. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Here's Powell. Hero outside. Powell, a screen on Curry. Here's Hero. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Hero's got 19 points.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Pass to Curry from the arc. Another three for Golden State.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Miami has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Adebayo passes to Powell. Now here's Wiggins. Hero outside. Where the screen. The three is up. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Moody. Pass to Melton. Outside Curry. Shoots over Hero. Curry, no good. The Heat have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins punishing him inside.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Porzingis passes to Moody. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Now here's Hero. Powell outside. From the stripe. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors leading. Here's Curry, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, you never want to foul Steph Curry. Quite simply, the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And that one falls for Curry. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Miami also changing it up. Larson's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Mitchell's subbed in for Hero. And so Curry nails both of them. Heat trail by 4. Pass to Ware. Here's Powell. The 3 is up. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And here are the Warriors now. Now Butler. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Pass to Ware. And here's Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. No one on him. Makes an easy one. And that is 31 points for Bam Adebayo.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
A different look for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Larson. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. That free throw good from Porzingis.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Ware. Hero for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Butler passes to Curry. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gotten 8 of 15 during the 4th quarter. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Hero's got 11 here in the quarter alone. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Butler. Outside Curry, just 2 to shoot from about 19. Count it!
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Now Wiggins. Now Powell. Now Hero to take the lead. Oh, no good. Melton with the ball. Outside Porzingis.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And it's blocked by Butler. Outside, Green. Now Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Stolen by Hero. And it's Adebayo off the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Green. Rebounded by Adebayo. Melton against Hero. From 10 feet out, he knocks down the jumper.
And Tyler Hero was born for these type of moments. That's why he gets the ball in the clutch.
Curry against Hero. The three is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Ware. Outside Wiggins. Adebayo sets a screen to tie it up.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a four-point ball game.
Big free throws right there to make this a two-possession game.
Miami calls timeout. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
The jumper, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Hero on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Up again. The putback. How about the activity?
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Pow! And so the Warriors take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jimmy, let's talk about defense. What clicked for you down the stretch?
We was locked in on our schemes. I think we did a great job of our rotation in our second effort. But all in all, man, we executed on both ends in the fourth quarter.
It takes everybody. Thanks, Jimmy.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.